so much for coming. I thought there would be a little bit of a cloud cover here, but this is going to be a hot spot today. So we are thankful. We see the fire department here. Mayor Pro Tem Eric Paulson is here. We have staff here. Are there any other electeds that are here? Seeing none, thank you so very much, children. Thank you so very much for bringing your bike. Terry and I took a quick ride around, and it had been a long time since I rode my bike on a roundabout. So you were doing a much better job than I was doing. But this is the opening of the Heights Bike Garden. It's a kind of a win-win for everybody, and not just those who navigate this absolutely beautiful, colorful, meandering streetscapes. But this is to help all of us understand, exercise, and become aware of the safety lessons of what to do on bicycles and pedestrians. So this will be a benefit for all of us. I also have with me Anna Cruz. Anna, come and join me for just a moment. Anna and I were talking earlier this morning about this particular area and why this Heights district is important to her. But Anna, tell us some of the things that you did in this particular area.
Hi, good morning everyone. So one of the things that I enjoyed at this particular site was learning English as a second language when Powerball had Clark College. I also work as a medical and services interpreter, and that was for the different agencies that were hosted in this building. Through my employment, Clark County Public Health, I was supporting the incident management team and the COVID vaccines. So seeing it transform and being a beautiful opportunity is a wonderful thing that the city is putting together. So thank you.
Thank you. Nice job. Thank you. As we looked at this, Councillor Paulson and I, along with our colleagues, saw a huge empty space. It'll be developed as the years go by, but we were wondering what could we do with this space while it was waiting for development. So staff had a number of different ideas. This became one of them, and we're so very excited. And it's not just for children to learn how to ride a bike. Terry and I were at breakfast at Blue Door this morning. We had the wonderful opportunity to be served by Mitchell, who does not own a car. He does ride a bike, but his wife had never learned to ride a bike. And we said, this is the perfect place for her to learn. So they have moved into our city, and she wants to have that opportunity. What a perfect place to learn how to stop, how to yield, how to do a roundabout, how to move forward with all of, whether you're on a bike of various sizes, but I also saw some scooters over here, and with all the electric bikes, this will be a wonderful opportunity for them to learn and to grow. But also for pedestrians on how to stop before you cross over those crosswalks. This is, as it says, a streetscape that goes beyond the do's and don'ts of the road. It's an immersive, hands-on tool that teaches how the built environment helps facilitate different transportation choices. So we don't want to lose sight that this bike garden is also one of those first ideas here in the Heights that you can look to see what's possible. Over on the fence, you'll see all the different billboards, if you would, information boards, displays, to show what's going to go on here. We have worked with 8 neighborhoods to figure out what the Heights could be, what it will be, taking it through a sub-area plan. And you know you are across the street from the 2 water storage units. You're at the highest point in the city. This is a place where when those buildings are finished, you'll be able to be on top to see Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount Hood, the hills of Portland, the Columbia River. This will be an absolutely gorgeous area. But this is why we wanted to get people here and get them excited about what's going to be happening. This is one of the highest priorities that the City Council has. And as I said, working with the community staff and all of the neighborhood associations. But before I leave you, and we'll have everyone help with the cutting of that ribbon, you know that we kind of like to do things really well, and we just heard that our bike garden has helped us to do something wonderful. We've been told that this is among the largest bike gardens, not only in the city, in the state, in the region, in the nation, perhaps the largest bike garden in the world. Yay. And that information comes from one of the foremost authorities on this subject, who's aware of more than 800 of them in the world. She tells us that this could very well be the largest. So we'll measure it, we'll figure out the dimensions on this, we'll send it to the Book of Guinness Records and all of that, and get that top billing one more time. But let's go ahead. Andrew is on a tall ladder on the south side. We're going to stretch a ribbon here. We would like everyone, we'll put the children in front, all of us tall people behind it, and let's cut a ribbon for all of this to happen. So, do you have some guidelines? I don't know, is that it? Okay, let's do it. Perfect.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Zolty. I'm a real estate project manager with the City of Vancouver, and I'm leading the redevelopment of the Heights District. So I just want to tell you a little bit more about what the Heights District is. It's a redevelopment project led by the City of Vancouver. We are redeveloping this entire area that is here. It extends all the way down to MacArthur Boulevard, as well as across the way from Divine Road. And this space is going to be redeveloped into mixed income housing, shops, restaurants. There'll be a couple of parks. There will be a linear park as well on one of the streets that loops all the way around the district, that kind of connects all the amenities of this new area together, as well as connecting it to the surrounding neighbourhoods here. My son over there can see me and is wondering his mommy, but and so this is a really exciting new project that's coming, but it's, you know, construction of this area is not going to be for another couple of years, and so we have this amazing bike garden and these incredible murals and mural structures to really help kind of activate this space and bring bring the people together to be able to enjoy this until construction starts. I have Jason Graff and James Breckenhoff here from our urban design firm First 40 Feet. First 40 Feet are helping the city with the infrastructure design work, and they also designed and created this bike garden and these incredible murals. So they're going to speak a little bit more about what a traffic garden is, and the kind of story behind this amazing artwork.
So I'd say several years ago, our firm was asked to help redevelop this master plan for the Heights. And Amy had mentioned the linear park that was part of that. We knew that the linear park needed to be something really special and embody some of the big ideas for this development. And we realized early on that the city had ambitious goals for being equitable and inclusive. So we thought, wouldn't it be interesting to develop this linear park in such a way that was equitable and inclusive? And one way to tap into that is through focusing it around play. And so that was sort of the essence of what this linear park was eventually to become. And then through play, the idea was that folks of all ages and backgrounds could, through those interactive elements, learn about the land that they're inhabiting. This area, this beautiful land that we're inhabiting in the Gorge and in the Pacific Northwest. So we came up with this idea of learning about the land through these different ologies. And so we have a volcanology, which you see in front here, which is red. We're in the Ring of Fire here in the Pacific Northwest. It's interesting to know that. Hydrology, which is the blue here, celebrates and helps people learn about all the different aspects of how rain and water and precipitation in the region also play a role in where we live. And then in addition to that, ecology obviously is very important. There's stuff going on above ground and below ground, so you can learn about that. And then geology, thinking about the history of the land through a longer perspective of time. So that was the big idea for the loop. And then Jason's going to talk a little bit about how that ties into what we have here today.
So let's make this brief because I'm sure the kids want to get out on the track. And we've talked a bit about the traffic garden, so this is a great place for kids to learn, any of all ages, for the first time how to bike. People who know how to bike, this is a way to fine-tune your skills. So we've created this mini street with crosswalks and stop signs and roundabout, all things that you're going to encounter once you're out in the world of Vancouver. This is a great place to start. And we've woven this traffic garden with this idea of the ologies. So you'll see a series of teardrops on the ground along this path through the traffic garden, and it tells the story of the Missoula flood. So we're going to learn a little bit about what formed this place that we're all in today, and have fun and learning about biking at the same time. This may be the largest one in the world, so we're really excited about this having that prominence. But hey, kids, let's go have some fun. Thank you.
Okay, so for all of those that have a wheel, I want you to put your front wheel on that yellow line right there. So turn yourself around. Let's line up right there.
Alrighty.
Right here.
You pull that into the ribbon, just the ribbon edge, and I'm gonna switch it. Cut it. That's all the way we got.
Adults? Yes, let's get that helmet in there. Thank you. Little ones right up in front. Grandma, will you hold her?
Don't let go. Yeah, we gotta watch him on his.
Oh, it looks so good. Alright, if I can get a little spread in the middle.
What's that, Andrew?
Alright, so if everyone can squish in just a little bit on the edges. Yeah, you're good right there. Yep. And then the people right in front of the ribbon, if you're on the crowd, there we go. Alrighty. So I'm gonna get everyone looking towards me right here. Check it.
Everyone look at Andrew. Yeah. Look at the ladder.
Are you ready?
Jackson.
Looking towards me.
Lower. You us.
I think she's giving a little prep talk.
3, 2, 1. Okay, then we'll do it on one. Okay, look at Andrew. Ready to count